Is anyone actually surprised anymore? What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions, and as you guys can see, NASDAQ from the lows that it made yesterday, we had a support right around 570, 571 after Nvidia reported earnings, causing the market to retrace. We talked about it yesterday. Hey, congrats to all the short sellers that made money. You took the risk, it paid off. Don't be afraid to take profits. We know that the markets overall on the larger time frame are incredibly bullish. Markets are rational. They're looking for any and every reason and excuse to go up. Regardless of how Nvidia sold off, it would have not been much of a surprise if that got bought back up. Supposedly, the $60 billion buyback that they announced actually happened this morning. And I'm still looking for them to confirm it. There's just a series of articles that I've read that is what is being stated right now. So if you guys saw right at market open, we saw a huge push up. What a crazy time to be doing a buyback at all-time highs. They are buying at you guys let me know down in the comment section. Do you think it's crazy that Nvidia poured $60 billion in buying back their shares at 184, 181, 182? Obviously, there's a lot of conviction that they probably have for their company. They think that it's going to continue to go up. And maybe, they know something. Obviously, we don't, right? Breaking also, GDP report came out today for Q2. Expectation was 3%, came in at 3.3%. This is good, right? Also, Nvidia offers a cut of Blackwell cells to secure a China deal. This would be huge. I'm not big on I hate all these crypto accounts that they always oh, look, this is about to happen. We're about to moon. No, it's not like that. The thing that I do want to share about this is that, remember, a lot of NVIDIA's guidance that, they shared yesterday excluded anything to have to do with China, right? So if NVIDIA does get the ability to sell their Blackwell chips and secure a China deal, even if they do have to give a portion, right? There's been a conversation about it before of hey, NVIDIA might agree to give the US 15 to 20% of their overall revenue in return that they're able to sell to China. Yeah, a 15 to 20% tax, let's just call it what it is. 15 to 20% tax sucks, but at least you still capture 80 to 85% rather than nothing, right? And that's the thing, is that we talked about it yesterday. Nvidia is incredibly overvalued based off of current projections, especially with the rate that it's growing at. It's not growing at the same rate that it once was before, quarter after quarter. The surprises are becoming less of a surprise, is the best way that we can put it. This could change that because current projections and current expectations do not factor this in. So I'm not here to say that this is going to cause NVIDIA to moon. I'm just saying that, hey, this isn't factored in. If they do cut out a Blackwell chip or a China deal that allows them to be able to conduct business, full-fledged in China, this would open them up to, I'm sure, billions of more dollars in possible revenue per quarter, which again, I like to share because then if that does get factored in, then Nvidia stock price can continue to go up, which then means that their stock buyback, although it seems, in my opinion, a little overbought at 181, we'll see how it ends up paying off, right? Overall NASDAQ market, I'm sure a lot of you guys might feel the same way on the 5-minute time frame. We're not showing much progress. From the highs that we made right at market open to the lows that we established yesterday, it looks like we're still trading within range. Markets for the past few days, just a lot of choppiness, a lot of lack of direction. I don't like it. I would have thought that since the market got what it wanted with the change of sentiment from Jerome Powell, now that the Fed possibly is open to cutting rates, you would have thought that would have been the trigger the market needed to continue to push up, but it looks like it's already been factored in. It simply looks like the momentum for the overall market has slowed down. That is a concern at these overbought levels because remember, we have not broken below the moving average with consistent lower lows since the trade war. At these overbought levels, the moving average has now caught up to the overall pattern. So if we do begin to see this slowdown and more retracements, who knows? If we do get that confirmation below that 200-day moving average, remember, that's a very commonly used indicator. And the more that people see that, the more that investors might be willing to take profits and reduce their exposure at these overbought levels, which can lead to a potential, reversal. A pullback is very different than a reversal. A reversal would mean that we can see a change of sentiment and a change of direction for at least a longer period of time. As of right now, we do not have any confirmation of that. Again, tomorrow we have the PCE report. I want to make sure that you guys were all aware of that because we talked about it in today's live trading session with my LPP team. PCE report is one of the Federal Reserve's favorite way to be able to track inflation. Not enough people talk about it, but for people like you and I that are watching the market like a hawk, remember, the Federal Reserve has said that their interest rate decision will be based off of data. So please make sure that you understand the data that's being reported that either supports or doesn't support a Fed rate cut on September 17th. Let's keep it simple. Let's focus on overall direction, right? For us day traders, we can look at the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and ask ourselves, hey, are we bullish, bearish for the day? If there is no actual clear sense of direction, maybe we stay cash. For those swing traders and investors, just be mindful of, overall market direction is still in your favor, but just also pay attention to the progress. We're beginning to slow down. The momentum is not as much as it once was. So again, at these overbought levels, you might not want to be super leveraged or aggressive. There's nothing wrong with having a position, but you might not want to be super leveraged or aggressive because then if we do see a reversal, I would hate for you guys to get margin called, right? There's nothing wrong with taking advantage of opportunities that make sense to you, but it doesn't mean that you have to be so aggressive you then later end up regretting the positions you ended up taking, right? Be calculated, be intentional. And again, I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. So I appreciate you guys' time. I hope that earned a thumbs up. Don't forget, if you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, it literally breaks down to less than $1 a day. If you want to join our LPP team with the current sale we have going on, and that's the all new LPP 3.0. If you want to learn more about it, second link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.